Enough of my singing today. All right, let's get us recorded. Awesome. So welcome everybody to day 4 of the challenge. We have a couple questions that came in. So before we officially start, I'm going to answer some questions. And these questions and keep them coming. I love it. I love the interactions. I love the participation inside of the energy vortex. It's awesome. If you haven't joined the energy vortex yet, this is where a very loving, very collaborative, very supportive community is, and I'm grateful. It's very different from being on other platforms socially, because it's everybody that comes here is already involved in this kind of conversation, and they're wanting to really grow and take their consciousness to a new level. So you can go to christywhitman.com/vortex if you haven't already done that, and join at the Discover level, and be able to really just interact with some really amazing people. So Andrea had a question about, which day 4 is all about, giving up being right. And she's saying, I love to learn more about this. I've confronted my sister quite often with her hurtful and loveless behavior by expressing my feelings with I, which is good. But so far, I'm still not being heard. Over decades, this has closed me down towards her and eventually makes me rather sad. In the back of my head, I still hear my deceased father saying that I'm very sad, and in a very sad and hopeless voice, there's nothing you can do, right? And this was about my mother. Naturally, I never wanted my family history to repeat itself. So how can we remain close if we do not get acknowledged? That's the whole thing with inside of the drama triangle. Yes, we want to, it's a need, right? We want to be heard. We want to be seen. We want to be acknowledged. We want to be appreciated. These are basic needs that we have as human beings. And when we're in relationships with others, we want to receive that back. But the thing to remember is that when we're looking at somebody else to validate ourselves, when we're looking at somebody else to say we're okay, or I see you, or I hear you, then we're looking again, we're in the drama triangle, because unless this person gives this to me, I'm a victim. Or another way of saying it, unless this person gives it to me, I'm lacking that recognition. And therefore, if you're lacking anything, you're in the drama triangle. It's the perception of it, right? And so the way out of that is, if you want to be heard, if you want to be seen, and I'm going to talk a little bit more, I think I have a Jack's fuzz in my face. If you want to be seen, you want to be heard by others, you must hear yourself and really go deeper with that. You must acknowledge yourself. And what happens though, is that as you receive being seen, being heard, as you appreciate yourself, as you stop persecuting yourself and find compassion and allow yourself to feel good, then that's what you naturally attract to others or from others. I'll go deeper in this today. One other question that came in is from Marie. The emotions of a triangle are so easy to fall into. Yes, they are. I expect as humans, it's part of our makeup. It's interesting because it's not our original nature. Our original nature, our divine design, is to be in loving and supportive relationships, to be abundant, to get our needs met, and know that we have the power to fulfill those needs. And we are conditioned. That's the question. Is it that we are conditioned to behave this way? And yes, this is how we learn. If we're not getting our needs met, this is how it's like a natural response from what we learned, because we didn't learn a more empowered way to do it. So I'm going to go into that a little bit more today. Welcome everybody to day 4 from the Breaking Free from Drama Challenge. I have to tell you, seeing your posts and talking to clients throughout this week as we're going through this, I am so excited, because those of you that are new to this work or to this concept are really starting to get it and are starting to awaken to the understanding that drama and being in the drama triangle is just a pattern. It's what we learned. We got imprinted with it. It's a learned energy pattern. It's a learned energy exchange. And that by having awareness and understanding and knowledge about it, well, that's your key. That's your ticket out of it. And when you get out of it, what's left is your natural way of being, your original nature, your divine design of well-being, abundance, success, flow, freedom, love, support in all relationships, because all relationships begin and start with you. And what's really exciting is for those of clients that I've been working with this week or talking to, those of you that have done deeper work with myself and the council through quantum energy mastery, through Sacred Circle of Light, or even have gone through the Vice Freedom program, you're now getting that we don't just do drama with other people, right? At first, it's like the evolution of this is like, when you learned about it, you're like, yeah, my sister does that. Or my mother-in-law does that. Oh yeah, my mom is the persecutor, or my dad plays the victim. You know, it's easy to see it in outside of yourself in other relationships. And then you start going, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm doing that. I'm playing the rescuer. Now it's much easier to see, oh yeah, I'm the rescuer. Because out of all the roles, right, the rescuer is the good guy, or perceived to be. Persecutor is the bad guy, right? And nobody wants to be a victim. At least nobody consciously would choose to be a victim. But so it's easy to see that in other people. And then when you start seeing how you respond, how it is your reaction to them, and how you play a part in that, now that next place of awareness is like, wait a minute, I'm doing that with everything. And what's so great is that so many people this week are still, even after years of knowing about this and applying it, are still getting those ahas that we can be in the drama triangle with money, with projects, with time, with our bodies, and many other things that we're in a relationship with. And we are in relationship with everything and everyone in our life experience. If we think about someone or something, we're in relationship with it. I was saying in Quantum Energy Mastery the other day, if a bunny rabbit runs across the road in front of you as you're driving, and that happens all the time here, I love it. I'm like, oh, bunny, right? Somebody else, like my father, he'd be like, those damn rabbits, they're going to get me in an accident, right? So I have I have a fun relationship. I look at it as, ooh, it's a symbol of abundance, right? I look at that bunny rabbit running across the street going, yay, thank you, universe. It's evidence of abundance. And I get giddy like a little girl. My dad literally sitting in the passenger seat, if he's not driving, he's like, those damn rabbits are going to cause accidents. And so he's got a negative relationship with that bunny rabbit. It's the same thing. It's a bunny rabbit. But how we relate to it is our choice. Same thing with money. Some people might go, ooh, money's fun coupons, money's, this, money's that, money allows me to have freedom and choices. And others might go, oh, money, it's bad. I got to get rid of it. Or it's, I hate having it, or I'm not good at it. Or the money is like the bunny. We're the one that projects onto it what the relationship becomes. So when we're thinking about someone or something, we create the relationship. It starts within us. So a couple of things, we're actually doing a 30 days of meditation on loving and supportive relationships, which starts August 1st, which it's unbelievable that it's like just quickly, it's like almost August 1st. But August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the first 3 days of August, we are public, and this is for everyone. And then on the 4th day, we go into a private group for the rest of the energy upgrade of loving and supportive relationships through these 20 minutes every day meditations. So you can go to christywhitman.com/30 days. For those of you that know that every time we do a meditation series, you're like, I'm in, because they're phenomenal. That's the link that you can go to. Also, for those of you that are wanting deeper support in the drama triangle and going into not necessarily studying the drama triangle or studying the energy programming, but wanting to go right into the solution, we have different levels of membership within the energy vortex. And at the very highest level, which is $47 monthly, what's included is quantum light shifts. These are 60-minute calls with the council. It's pure energy work. It's very, very healing. They're from any subject of releasing guilt and shame to releasing fear to the one that's coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow at, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, there is a quantum light shift on feeling free. And that's really what the solution is to get out of any place that you're feeling drama, struggle, any type of, resistance, is how can you change your energy, which then changes your thoughts, changes your perception, changes your emotions, changes your consciousness to feel free, so that everything you are relating with, you're feeling free. Right? So you could do a month, or if you love it, you can then continue on. And there's many, many, many other benefits at the higher level, including the From Drama to Love series, which is an extension after Watch Your Words. And then before I get into the rest of it today, because many people have been asking about this based on what's happened this week, those of you that are truly wanting to get out of drama and struggle with money, the council and I are offering a workshop on a Saturday. It's August 12th from 9 to 12. It's a 3-hour, very infused, high level, high energy upgrade. There's a full 24-hour energetic upgrade pod that you'll be involved in. You're going to get a workbook that was based on the Creating Money program that I did with at least 40 different money affirmations. You'll get this workbook right away so that you can start filling it out. And what these questions do is they give you insight to your own relationship with money. And we have a new information page if you're interested in learning more. Like I said, you get the workbook immediately when you join, and that will help you start that conversation within yourself to start having that awareness, so that when come the workshop time, when it's on August 12th, it's like you can blast everything away. And the great thing about, you also get a recording of that workshop. And whenever in the future you come up against a money block, you can take yourself through the energy upgrade to break free from the drama. Because what happens is, if we go to a different level, if we upgrade our life, right? If we have a desire to go to a different level with whatever, to be visible and to have more success in the world, to be able to create more money, to jump into a relationship. If we are in a place where we're not getting our needs met, or we have a deeper desire to expand into more abundance or success or well-being, and we don't know how to get to that new level, we revert back to the drama triangle. We revert back to, I'm not getting what I want. I'm wanting this, I don't have it. We notice the lack of it, and then we go back into the drama triangle. This is big for a lot of you. You're barely getting this. This is really cool. So whenever we're stretching ourselves, whenever we have a new intention, which we're always growing and evolving, and there's always a gap between where I am and where I want to be. Where you want to be, or that next intention or level of evolution, is at a different vibration. And if we're here and that desire is here, there's that gap. If you know what to do to close that gap, to flow that energy, to find that vibrational alignment, which is what we do here with Christy and the Council, and everything that we offer is being able to bridge that gap. There's always going to be, it's like a, if you guys ever remember, what is it? Price is Right. The other with the prices that goes up, right? It's like that. It's like you create a new intention, and then you have to become a vibrational match to it. And if there's split energy, that's where we have to do our work. Well, the split energy, that's not in alignment. That belief that's not yet in alignment with this level of whatever. If we don't have the proper tools and don't know that, we go back and revert back into victim, persecutor, drama of any kind, right? So really quick, the link for the money program is christywhitman.com/money, right? I'm also going to be talking about that today for those of you that regularly join me on the Win-Win Women show. We're going to be talking about breaking free from money today at 2:00 Pacific as well. So for today, giving up being right. I remember Wayne Dyer used to say, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Right? And there are steps to free yourself from this, I'm right, you're wrong. Now remember, that's a persecution, right? If we look at the roles, the rescuer and the persecutor all take a higher than mighty stance to try to feel better about themselves. There's an insecurity there. So the role that they take on is, I'm better, I know it all, as the rescuer, I've got what it takes, you don't. So there's a one up to someone being one down as the victim. Persecutor is the same way. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, the government's wrong. I'm right, the money is wrong. I'm right, my husband's wrong. I'm right, my sister is wrong. And and here's the big thing, whether you're playing that persecutor role to the victim, persecutor always needs a victim. So when someone else is doing that to you, you're wrong. It leaves the person, unless they choose, and you can choose to not be the victim, it leaves the person feeling like a victim. And this was interesting because my mom, that was her defense mechanism. No, I'm always right. She would say that. She would say that to my dad. No, you're wrong. I'm right. And we would be like, wait, can you at least listen to what no. And there was one time when my dad and I were having a conversation at breakfast. I'll never forget this. I think I was in high school. And my mom always taking the, no, you're wrong, I'm right kind of thing. It was a way for her to feel better about herself. Her insecurities, her stance was, nope, I'm right, you're all wrong. Okay. So my dad and I were talking about it, and it had to do with, I don't even remember the specifics, but it had to do with a city in a country. And we were talking about it. And my dad, said where this particular city was in this country. My mom goes, no, you're wrong. And my dad was like, no, I was stationed in Europe in the army. I went through that area. I'm not wrong. And so this fighting, right? And so me being the rescuer, because she's the persecutor, someone else has to be the victim, he's wrong. So he was wrong, even though he wasn't wrong. And he kept saying, but I know that truth. I know what I'm talking about. And so he goes, Chris, because he calls me Chris, go get a map. And I happen to have a map. And so I went in, I had this map of Europe, and I opened it up, and my dad and I showed my mom literally that she was wrong, that was incorrect what she was saying. And we're like, Mom, literally it's on the map. She goes, that map is wrong. Right? Cannot be wrong, because for the persecutor, if they're wrong, then what does that mean? They are holding their whole self-esteem on, I am right, you are wrong. And if they're proven wrong, they then become the victim. And so it's a way of a self-defense mechanism. It's a way of getting your needs met, right? Because steps to free yourself, first of all, you want to decide if you are free. And if you keep going in and out of those roles in the drama triangle, you're not going to. So there's so much more I want to share, and I'll share on that tomorrow. But if you could be aware, which you can, if you can become aware of a new way of relating to yourself first, that's the key. And you allow yourself to feel compassion for yourself, even if someone's persecuting you, even if you feel you're right, or that a different way of shifting it and saying is, this is my perspective. This is how I choose to look at things. And someone says, well, you're wrong, right? That's their opinion. This is my opinion. And everybody can have a different opinion and still get along, believe it or not. But when we're in the drama triangle, someone's night needs to be right and someone then needs to be wrong. So can you look at a new way of relating to the different aspects of yourself in relationship that feels joyful, that feels happy, that feels expansive, right? What if you could understand where and when you're in the drama triangle by the habits, the behaviors, even the words? I talked a lot about the words that we use. That's why Watch Your Words is so essential. Every single word that's from Watch Your Words is smack dab in the middle of the drama triangle, right? So what would it feel like for you to live out of the drama triangle, to live out of that pain and in that circle of love, right? So if you're ready to move out of drama and struggle forever in whatever relationship you're taking through this challenge, right? Watch the drama to love. Keep going through this. Come back tomorrow because we're going to fine tune this. Compassion is the key. It's the first step out. Compassion. And then after that, it's watching your own words, watching your language that may disempower you and changing that language. Nobody's right or nobody's wrong. I have my opinion. She has hers. This is my opinion, and my opinion feels good. My perspective feels good. Find a different perspective that's in alignment with your divine self. So we'll see all of you tomorrow. Appreciate you all being here. So watch the video for tonight and we'll discuss it tomorrow.